Hello guys, do you hear me?
Hi, Sol, yes.
Excellent, really good. How are you today?
Fine.
Thanks,
You?
Thanks, Marcel. I'm really good. Thank you so much. Let me see if we are complete. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take the attendance. So I'm gonna say your name and you're gonna tell me present, okay? So we can start the class, guys. Okay, Andrade. Andrade is not here.
Present.
Betancourt.
Present, teacher.
Flores.
Present.
Hernández. Herrera.
Sí estoy acá por si acaso. Soy Renato.
¿Ya?
Profe, la Mari puso en el chat presente, por si acaso.
Why she's not talking? María
No sé,
Paula.
supongo que no sirve su micrófono, pero sí
Ya.
puso en el chat de la reunión.
Okay.
O sea, sí me puso presente.
Yes. Okay. Herrera is here. Mejía.
Presente, profe.
Okay. Mera.
Presente, profe.
Narváez. Okay. Yeah, he's not here. Oñate.
Presente.
Ponce.
Sol.
Ponce.
Present.
Okay.
Sol,
Román.
¿por qué me ignora?
John.
Present.
John, are
Yes.
you there? So why you didn't ask? What you didn't answer? I asked you. Romero Camila.
Presente.
Semper. Leonardo.
Presente.
Romero Emilia.
Presente. Sol.
Rivadeneira. Yes.
Sol, Martín me dijo que no puede entrar a la clase, que la clave le sale incorrecta.
No, it's okay.
Ay,
Está bien.
Dios mío santo.
Está bien, chicos. Okay, guys.
Capaz es porque puso
Rivadeneira is here.
una O en vez de un cero. No sé eso.
Lo siento, chicos, tenían que estar listos.
Teacher, I'm
Yes.
Camila Barreiro, I'm in here now. Porque no, o sea, yo entré después de que haya tomado lista, perdón. No me servía la clave también, me confundí entre la O y el C.
Yeah, Camila, no problem because I'm starting with first B, okay? Acosta. No.
Aquí, profe.
Alanza, okay.
Profe, sí,
Okay,
sí estoy.
Acosta, okay. Alanza. Barreiro is here. Darkea.
Present.
Mancheno.
Presente.
Martínez.
Presente.
Mera. Hans.
Presente, profe.
Molina Amelia.
Creo que tenía problemas para entrar, ya voy a ver
Ya, ok. Amelia Molina, Doménica Molina.
qué pasa.
Presente.
Excellent. Palma,
Presente, profe.
Paltán.
Profe, ya se está entrando, sino que tiene problemas.
Ok. Pérez. The same thing. Okay. Reascos. And,
Presentation.
okay. Salgado. No? Okay. So, we are missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're missing 5. Okay, I hope Emilia Perez is here. Excellent. Yeah. And that's all, I think.
Sol, al Martín no le sirve la clave.
But the key is, the password is good. I don't know what's going on.
Sí, lo mismo me pasó. Lo que pasa es que la F es con mayúscula, yo la había puesto con minúscula, ¿entienden? O sea, es que la contraseña estaba muy larga y medio confusa, entonces la última letra era con mayúscula.
Yeah, okay, Danny is here too. Excellent. Okay, now, guys, first things the first things I am going to tell you are the rules. We have new rules for
Profe.
this. Yeah, Danny, you're in the list. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So the first thing that you need to know, yesterday we sent you a list of conditions of rules that you have to do because we are in class. So you cannot eat during the class. You have to turn on your camera. You cannot use any filter. You have to be dressed on. You need to have your materials in a location, in a place where you can have your classes. So if you don't have right now your notebook and your pencil case, please go and take them because we're going to use them.
Sol,
Yes.
dice la AME que ya intentó como 1000 veces la clave y en serio que no le sirve, que no sabe qué pasa.
Amelia, let me see.
Ajá.
Let me see. I am going to
Tal
send
vez le puede mandar el link de la reunión para que se una o algo.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. So
Al Kenneth tampoco le funciona, por si acaso.
So Kenneth and Amelia.
Ajá.
But what? I don't understand why. Let me see if I can send. Let me see where I can find it. Camila, are you there? Please turn
Sí.
turn on your cameras. Camila, please tell them to try again by taping, okay, the password, because I am very new in my computer, so I don't know how can I share the link, but try to tape, please, okay?
Yeah.
Not just to copy, because they are copying. Try again, typing the password.
Ya les digo.
Please, thank you so much. Okay, everybody turn on your cameras. Thank you so much. Everybody, no exception.
Teacher, what happens if my computer does not have a cam?
A camera you don't have? Just in that case, but the last week I saw you in the camera.
Yes, but I was on my cell phone, not in my camera, not on my computer.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, do you
The
want me
ones,
to introduce the session in my cell phone?
no, it's okay. If you are listening to me, if you are
Yes,
paying
I'm paying
attention,
attention.
that's okay. Okay, guys, we are going to start. We've been working on the imperialism and we've been learning a lot of information, but today we're going to concentrate in the Berlin Conference. We've learned it, we've read it, and we are going to talk about the Berlin Conference today. So we are going to start directly and we are going to continue with the classwork that we are going to do today in the class, okay? So let's start. I'm gonna share the screen. Okay. I don't know if you can see it. Well, let me see. Now, can you see the presentation?
Yes.
Yeah, excellent. So we're going to start. We have the Berlin Conference. Between 1884 and 1885, there was a massive conference between the powerful European countries. We have here in the background of the of this slide, of this label, we have the African continent. This is the continent today. In Africa, we have like 50, 54 independent states, and this is the map today. So, what was the Berlin Conference? The Berlin Conference was not only one meeting, there were different meetings between European powers, I have a mistake there, to divide the continent of Africa. The main idea of this conference was to divide the continent of Africa. Why? Because European powers, as you know, wanted to have more lands to expand their economy, their trade. So what was the main objective? Like the main objective was to head off, to avoid, to not have any conflict between these countries. Do you remember what were the countries that were in conflict? No in conflict, that divided African continent. What were the main countries?
France, England, and Spain, I think, the main ones.
We're missing two.
Belgium.
Belgium, and the other one?
France, England, Spain,
Germany.
Portugal.
Yeah, we have around, there were like 14, but the most important were Britain, France, Belgium, Spain, and Portugal. And they didn't want to have any conflict between limits or borders. That's why they prepared this Berlin Conference. Like Germany was the one that proposed this conference, okay? By the way, any question until now? No? Thank you. Now, let's go. We are going to see a map.
Teacher, this presentation is going to be in the virtual classes for copy or not?
Yes, if you want, I am going to upload. Let me.
Sol, el Kenneth, el Mati y la me dijeron que mismo no les sirve. Creo que como usted está grabando y está igual subiendo, o sea, y va a subir la presentación, les voy a decir que vean la presentación.
Excelente.
Sí, profe, tampoco el
Ya,
Martín.
Sol.
Yeah,
Sí,
excellent.
porque no les va a servir y no nos van a atrasar mucho.
Well, anyway, yeah, this presentation is going to be in the platform and I am going to upload, if I can, the video in the platform too, okay? Or I am going to see the possibility to upload it to the YouTube channel, okay? Yeah, so let's go back. When we're talking about this Berlin Conference, we're talking that, as I told you the last week, I don't know if you can see my board later. Africa was like a cake, and these powerful countries divided it as a cake, like this, just like this. So when we divided Africa, it was to avoid these conflicts between these countries. Okay, so we're going to see a map before the let me see here. We're going to see a map before the conference and after the conference, okay? Here. So here you have before, you have in your left, I think. And as you can see, there were not all the continent was occupied, but these powerful countries, these powerful European countries. As you can see there, the four most important, or the ones that had colonies there.
Teacher,
where
my brother say that he can enter to the class.
Okay, okay. Can you share the computer?
Ah, yes.
Yes, okay. Go ahead. You can share the computer. Yeah, Mati is in. So, Matias Salgado is in. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, so now we are having here this is African continent.
Ya puedo entrar.
Yeah, okay, you're in the list, Matias. Okay, so you are here. We have the African continent. As you can see, only these color lands were occupied by European powerful countries. Here we have British colony. Here we have like Egypt, Somaliland, Cape Colony, Nigeria, and we have the other colors according to the country. Okay, so after, this was before the Berlin Country. After the Berlin Conference, we have the division. As you can see, we have like the seven most important, the seven countries that established colonies in Africa.
They are 8.
They are 7, and the green one is independent. Okay, so we have this, as you can see. So what happened after the Berlin Conference? In the Berlin Conference, these powerful countries proposed that they divide the continent according to their interests. They didn't respect the borders before, as you can see. So, and they established new limits to from territory to other territories. Now, so you can see the difference here. Okay, and
So basically, with that conference, they divide all African continent.
Yes. Yes, to take control of these specific lands and not to have conflict with the other countries that were in the Berlin Conference. Okay, so we're going. Is it clear? Is this map clear? This map is in the platform. I'm gonna upload to the platform. Okay, we're going back to the presentation. Yeah. So as you can see, we have we have this map today. It's a little bit different, but it is very sad because these divisions were not respected from the beginning, from the start, from the original map of Africa. That's why in Africa there are different conflicts, because when you divide one culture just for territory, and you share and you share this culture with other culture, and they didn't have any in common, anything in common, they're gonna have conflict. That happened that time. They didn't respect cultures, they didn't respect people differences, and they just divided the continent according to what they wanted. So this is the continent right now. Here we have. Okay, and what were the three things that they proposed in this conference? Okay, what were the first? Well, there were many rules that they created in the Berlin
Teacher,
Conference.
I think that your internet is not really good because I cannot hear you very well.
Okay, the rest, can you hear me?
No.
Yes, teacher.
Cortadito,
Yes.
entrecortado.
Wait,
O sea, se escucha, pero entrecortado.
yeah, give
Ajá,
me a second.
entrecortado.
I am going to open my door.
¿Y qué más?
Hola, Dome Molina. Dome Molina.
Hola, John, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, Tommy, ¿cómo estás? Buenos días.
Bien, ¿y tú, John? ¿Cuándo nos vemos, John?
Qué lindo estás el día de hoy, Tommy.
Ah, tú también.
Is it better now?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, excellent. Now, let's continue. Do you want me to repeat the slide before? No? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah. So, I told you that this is the African map today. What happened? The powerful countries didn't respect the differences between cultures, and they divided the territory as a cake, as I told you, and they didn't respect anything. That's why they mixed in this partition,
Oh.
they mixed the costumes, the cultures, and that's why today they have a lot of problems between the countries, the territories that are that exist in Africa today. Okay. Any question? No? Excellent. Let's go. So in the Berlin Conference, there were different rules that they created, these powerful countries created. But there were three important rules that I want you to remember at the end of the class. The first one is that to have a country, to have a colony, to have a colony in the African continent, the powerful countries, the European countries, had to establish a free trade zone in the Congo. What's a free trade zone? What do you understand about free trade zone?
They don't have taxes for making trades?
Excellent. They are free to trade with no taxes. No taxes in this part of the
Como Panamá,
continent.
que tiene, digamos, las fronteras abiertas.
Yeah, exactly the same. Exactly the same. So they have a free zone in the Congo. In the Congo Republic, well, today is Republic. In the Congo territory, there was a free trade zone where all the colonizers have the opportunity to trade with no taxes. Now, number two, they require that had a country, okay, they need to verify that the country, the powerful country, the European country, could control this land in the territory. Okay, so they need the country. I am going to give you an example. For example, if Spain wants to have a territory in Africa, Spain had to
So, teacher, basically, they want to see if the country have the power, or in the case of a society or people in that territory make like a revolution, they just like can maintain it and kill them, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
That's so sad.
Yes, that's sad because they need to verify. European powers need to verify, for example, that if Spain wanted to have a land there, this land needed to be controlled, and is a colony of this country. In this case, as my example, in Spain. So that's, yeah, as you said, Hans, it's sad. It's sad because people there were not treated as humans, just like objects, like slaves. And and the other requirement, let me see here, is that a country must notify. Oh, yeah. This country, if a country wants to have a colony in the African territory, they need to say to the other countries that that this country wants to have this specific piece of land, so they cannot invade this land or these lands. So they established the borders or the limits. Okay. Are you there, guys? Excellent.
So,
Teacher,
Yeah. So, any question?
no, I think it's clear.
Yeah. No more questions. So, we have
No.
the first one, a free trade zone in the Congo. Then they have to the country had to occupy and to control the colony in the African land. And the third one, the powerful country that wants to have a land in African continent needs to notify the other countries, the other European countries, that this land is gonna be, for example, British or Spanish or French, and so on. Okay? Yeah, let's continue. Now, what happened in this conference? This conference didn't give opportunity to the people, the original people from Africa, to talk, to give their opinion. They just made the decisions according to what they wanted to do in this land. Remember that in Africa, there are, until now, a lot of raw materials that powerful countries need to have in order to have more power, okay, and to become richer. Now, so they didn't consider the African people determination, thoughts, ideas to take control of this land. Now, so what happened? Europeans were very smart, and they said that they were going to stop slavery to convince people that this control was legit, was fair, was good for the people. So they convinced people that they were going to stop slavery, and people support the idea of the colonies in Africa. So as you can see, this conference had good ideas just to give more power to European countries that got lands in Africa. So, is it clear, or do you have any other more?
Profe, pero como que en un tiempo ellos dejaron de tratar a los africanos como esclavos, o solo lo decían y igual los trataban como esclavos.
No, I don't think they stopped. I don't think, because until
O sea, solo
now,
lo decían como que para que la gente piense eso y que ellos sigan ahí con sus tierras.
yes, to get the support of the people. para que
ya, ya.
tengan el apoyo. Era como una propaganda política, ojalá me entiendan de esa manera. Like when you said you're gonna have a house and then after you win the elections, you forget this promise, something like that. Okay, so they
Era
needed,
demagogia.
yes, something like that. Yes, Marcelo, something like that. So imagine that they lied to the people, and later we're gonna see what happened with one specific country that was in charge, no, that was a colony of Belgium. It was incredibly cruel. It was like, it is very sad. So we're going to see later that case. Now, you have here different images about the slavery that I could find. Most of the people used to work all day and they didn't have rights and they were not treated as people, as human beings. Also, they were treated, as you can see, chained people. So, do you listen to me? Yes, okay,
Yeah.
excellent.
Yes,
So,
teacher.
so they were not treated as people. Now, as human beings, they didn't have any right. So, what we're gonna do right now, I propose you 3 questions. The 3 questions, I don't know if we are going to finish in the class, but in case we don't finish in the class, you can finish as homework and you can send it to me to the platform. I am going to open a homework, a task there where you can upload it. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit. What were the 3 of the Berlin Conference rules? The 3 rules of the Berlin Conference mentioned in the presentation. What were the 3 rules about the Berlin Conference that were mentioned in this presentation?
Teacher, I think that one is that like the other Europeans, o sea, como que los otros europeos no podían entrar a otras tierras de otros europeos o algo así. O sea, sin el permiso de ellos.
Yeah, kind of.
The Congo,
Other
the
one
Congo
that
trade no
they have
taxes.
One by one. Okay, guys,
a free
one by
zone in
one.
the Congo. They have a free zone from trading in the Congo.
Excellent. Tomás, the number 2, what is it?
Those salary exist now. Yes, I think.
No. The second rule about the Berlin Conference, Tomás.
Wait. I don't remember, teacher. Can you tell me?
Okay, Marcelo, go ahead.
That it had to be like a powerful nation because it was a weak nation. Era como que podían revelar los nativos del lugar donde iban a como colonizar y
Yeah.
entonces iba a salir de control.
Yeah, they needed to have the control of this land. Excellent. They have to verify that that land belongs to a powerful European country. And the number 3, let me see, Emilia Perez. Emi, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, go Emi. And the number 3?
Is that they need a requirement to a country that must notify before establishing the colonies in Africa.
Excellent. They need to notify the other powerful European countries that this land belongs to me, like belong to a unique European country, one of them, one of the powerful countries. Excellent. Now, number 2. This is more about your analysis today. Does slavery exist now? What do you think?
I think yes, in some Asian,
Yes.
no, Medio Oriente, o sea, países del Medio Oriente,
Middle
puede ser.
East. Middle East.
I think that yes, but in not the same way.
Excellent, Hans.
It's like that.
Ajá.
Excellent.
Como en las clases sociales, cosas
Sí,
así.
in economic ways.
In
Ajá.
economic ways, excellent.
Como los explotadores y explotados o algo así.
Yeah, good definition. Excellent. I want to listen to David. David Ponce.
Profe, una pregunta. Si ya se acaba el tiempo, porque creo que nos faltan 2 minutos, ¿volvemos a entrar o no?
No,
Dios
because
mío
we're
santo.
done.
Camila.
We're done. Just
Yeah.
copy the questions, and please answer the questions and
Oiga,
upload to
profe,
the
pero
platform.
puede subir la presentación al virtual class, please.
Yes,
Ya, gracias.
sure. Okay, David, let's go with you.
Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, David. Does slavery exist now?
Yes, but in another way.
Yeah, give me one example of this another way, of this different way.
The salary that in the works.
The salary, it's a way of slavery. But how?
Like,
go ahead.
In the work, you in this time you need to survive with money. So if you don't have work, you don't have money. So that is a style of slavery.
I think you can complete the idea, because to work is not bad, to gain your money is not bad, but it depends. If you work, if the law said that you have to work only 8 hours, and in your company or in the factory you work like 10 or 12 hours, it's a way of slavery. So I think we have to analyze everything, the context, and to have a better idea. Okay, to have a better answer. But it's good your example. And before we end the class, what are the new ways of slavery today?
The exploitation in the mines, I think.
Yeah, very good, Camila. In the mines, they continue work as slaves. Another thing,
En las fábricas textiles.
in the textile factories, excellent. They continue
I
working
think
as
that
slaves.
all these societies use like slaves because we are